Good morning, guys. You guys all look so beautiful today, if I may say so myself. Let's go over Borneo really quickly, and we'll talk about what our strats are, our sentry spots, all of that stuff. Now, I think what we're going to run is a level 3 sentry right here, but with Python um, back here, and he's just going to fix it with the Rescue Ranger, and as soon as it looks like it's, 100 health, he's going to grab it. That's just to buy time. It's a payload map. Every second counts, and if we can get an extra 10 to 30 seconds out of that, that's great. If they get stuck on it, that's even better. But he's going to stay here so he doesn't go down from a headshot or anything. And as soon as he feels at risk, he's going to pull the gun and build it up right in this doorway here. Far back, too. Not like all the way back, but around here so that he has good cover. He can still see this whole area, and he'll give the combo a good place to stand on here. So Term will be able to stand near or behind the gun and spam out the back side of the cart so no one can sneak it in. And Flank can hang out around this area, make sure they aren't able to push in for free. So that's going to be the gun locations. Combo's going to be holding in this house where we have full ammo, full half health kit, and most importantly, we have a good retreat path so that we can fall back. Remember, this is a payload map. The key to winning a payload map is buying time, and you buy more time falling back than you do dying for a hold. So they're going to, I probably push in, and we're going to do this, push in through here, and try and just first start off with maybe spamming them out. Try and get an Uber and get the heavy into position up around this corner, or even using this as cover and fighting in here. They'll have an Uber as well. And of course, the whole point of this is to keep the cart rolling. So even though the combo, Ubers will be even, our cart will be moving. And at the same time, Flanks here, Flowers on cart. Flower and Python are on cart for as long as possible, moving it up as quick as possible. And Yankee's going to try and take the high ground on the right here and just defend those guys. Play as a threesome. So basically, get the cart moving. And even though Yankee's going to be off on her side, kind of doing her own thing, she's always going to be aware that there's support on the cart. So if someone comes out and starts chasing her or anything like that, she can easily jump to the cart. And then there's, a mini there. There's Flower and Python. They're going to have her back. She can touch the cart to heal up real quick and then get back in and kind of clear the way. So that's going to be that point. Pushing this next point should be straightforward. They should, if they're smart, they'll fall back because this is not really a great spot to fight. Combo's just going to be trying to push up here. Flower on the cart. Yankee and Python are going to fight because the flank starts getting a little bigger here. I think, Flower on the cart with the ×2 is going to be enough. And if he goes down, we'll just call for someone else to get onto the cart. But this area has a lot of entrances, and it comes out onto our combo really easily too. So we definitely need to ensure that we have control of this area. I think Yankee in this area with the ammo and the health kit would be strong, and they're going to have a gun right there, so this is not, if they tuck it into the corner and she can't see it from here, then this is a safe, awesome spot to fight from. And if they don't tuck it into the corner, she can actually spam the gun out really well from here as well. But just make sure she watches from here, because it's actually really close to where the whole team is going to be holding for them to come in and deal with her. And Python is going to be taking the outside route here, making sure that we don't get flanked. I'd love to see a mini, somewhere around here to shut down this outside area and maybe even push it up. I feel like a mini on this terrain here doesn't really offer a lot. You wouldn't be able to get a mini here, most likely. And, putting it right here, it's on a low ground, so it's not going to be as strong. So I feel like a mini kind of around here would be really strong to be able to hold this flank and be able to come push in from here. Yankee and Python meeting up. For the Uber into this point, we'll have I think I'll take Snapshot in on this one, and he's going to do a nice little method where he, as long as they aren't spamming it out, grabs his gloves out, just gets in, and make sure he jumps in. Pyro's the biggest threat here, so as long as he gets over this little ledge, and so he might actually get air blasted up, but he can still just rain down fire on everything. And he needs to remember his key picks. Sentry gun is not the main priority. They're gonna have the whole combo right here, and we need to force them back so that we can get that gun easily. When we do that, Termy's going to be on this ground right here. Come on. Just coming around and spamming out from a distance, from safety, where he can use this as cover. And we'll have the cart right there, so he can use the cart for health and cover, and he'll have Flower supporting him, or whoever ends up pushing the cart. And then, of course, if things start getting scrappy after that push, Snapshot can go onto the cart and hopefully just muscle the cart in through the point. As for holding, we'll ideally have our gun right here or right here. Basically, somewheres where we can give. I think actually right here is the better spot. You can have to wrangle it to fight off there, but we can hold right there really easily and give our combo the room to stand right here. Combo's going to stand here, and he's just going to watch so you don't get a headshot. That's a good sight line there. But spam the cart, especially Termy. Try and learn your angles over this wall. And as a matter of fact, Termy, you have some practicing to do on this, because there are a couple of spots where you're going to be wanting to use blind stickies. So learn your angles over this wall to get the cart. Fight from safety here. Same thing, Snapshot. You should almost never extend past this wall, because that sniper's going to be watching. But we can, from right here, we can really push them back from the cart. And we're going to watch for the Uber coming in. And if the Uber does come in, we'll counter. Hopefully Rosie will be able to air blast them over the ledge. That's as long as they don't catch us off guard. And the flank is going to, all three of them, try and have this area right here. This area is the central hub. It controls everything there. So if they can hold here with minis and everything like that, then whenever the call is made that someone's alone, they can easily kind of overextend and rush in and pick them off. So, snipers right here, the flank has this area. They can come up here and just bam, bam, sniper's dead. So that's that hold. And just back to this spot for a second. Termy, you need to find the angles on blind stickies over this wall to get into this area right here. So get on this map and practice that out. So on first, we're going to have, say, Yankee spamming it out from here. Once we do have the card up and they have a gun in there, and Termy spamming out from, here's okay, but if you can do it blind from over this wall, that would be awesome. Alright, so looking at after this point, it's another instance. Combo's going to try and push up and get through this tunnel while try and have ×3 on the cart, which does leave Yankee alone fighting in a big area here. Actually, I feel like maybe just ×2 on the cart there and get Python to help out. Unless they're really wiped, and then we'll get ×3 on the cart. But we'll try and fight for this area. There's another big flank area right here. There's multiple paths. Just try and hug the outside. And, get up here onto this high ground so that we can spam around. This barn is the next choky area, so don't rush into there, because they're probably going to be set up and ready for us. We'll just try and establish a nice hold here while we push the cart through the tunnel. And then we'll look into how we're pushing this barn. So first we'll look at defense on this barn. Gun's going to go right about here, where it can watch the cart, it can watch that door, and it can watch the left side and up the stairs. It's still vulnerable. We had it here before. I feel like it doesn't watch as much area. But, I'll talk to Python about that. Combo's going to be hanging out in this area, right here. Now, this area is good because... Sorry about that. So this area is good because there's only 3 entrances into this place. Right here, right here, and right here. And if the combo's holding this area, Termy's able to use this big wall as cover. Watch out for that sniper, he's probably going to come up around there. Termy's able to use this big wall as cover. If they put their combo on the cart, it's easy for us to come in, clean the cart off, and still be close to a retreat path. If they push into us, it's easy for us to fall back through so that there's another choke to fall back to, and there is the high ground advantage, as well as a gun that we can fall even further back to. There's maybe probably get a dispenser right about here, something like that. Flank is going to be hanging out in this area, like this. I would call this kind of pretty dangerous, overextending, but being near here is great. So they can be near here, and they can make sure that they have a hard time pushing in for free. Once again, they can shoot the cart. If their flank goes down, they can get a little bold and push in. Watch out, I've seen lots of combos hold up on this high ground here, so be careful you don't run into them. But they can hold right here. And remember, the point of this hold is just to give our guns space so that they can't be spamming it out. So we're here. If the call is made that there's underneath spamming the gun, we can just come here and drop down onto them. Even though the gun should feel fairly safe because he can wrangle it to clear anyone who's spamming it, but he'll need help when that happens. So that's that. As for pushing, I actually like the other way. I guess both are good, but I would probably bring the combo in here. Get an Uber popped right here, where Snapshot can get into here so he can zone out this area. Termy can spam out the gun from here, which will be right there. And their combo is probably going to be around there. If we get the gun down, we have a cover, we have wall for cover. So I like that. With flank, pushing the cart, and Yankee can fight over this area with Python and some minis, or they can stack the cart. They just gotta watch behind them, keep a mini behind so that they don't run around behind us. Stack the cart, and then Yankee can just jump in through mid. So that's that. Alright, running out of time here, so I'm gonna be real quick. This is the last hold, or the last point. Flank's gonna push the cart up through this choke and come on in here, and then it's quite simple. At this point, we just want Flower or Python moving the cart as far as possible. It's going to be hard getting it through here without a big fight, so once they do get it up to that choke, they're going to stop and get onto the flank here. This area, I predict that right here is like just a deadly area for the sniper to be able to stand, because the combo likes to hang out there. So if they can control here, and maybe even get like a mini down right here so S9 has some support, that would be awesome. Other areas S9 will likely want to go is right here, so he can take pop shots at the NG and come in and take at the combo. This is a little riskier, but also is high reward. So if you guys can make the goal on pushing into last to get S9 into a good position, and then once the push is called, once we're really going, the trick is, get that cart moving, get Flower and Python touching the cart, get Yankee up here. She can jump up or run up real quickly. There's the spawn door, so she can definitely lock down the right spawn door. The gun will likely be up here or up here, so she can do a lot of damage there. You know what? I'm going to have to make a part 2 to this video.